How much did they first pay you to give up on your dreams? And when were you going to stop and come back and do what makes you happy? I see guys who work at the same company for their entire lives, guys exactly like you. They clock in, they clock out, and they never have a moment of happiness. You have an opportunity. This is a rebirth.
Starting at the bottom on Amway is wherever you are today. Everybody starts at the bottom. And there is no advantage to starting 10 years ago as opposed to starting today. In fact, it's better today than it was then. You just gotta put your toe in the water. You know, if you're gonna wait till you know everything, you'll never do anything.
For Medium, you have to work so hard to get your stuff heard or seen. And so if you don't absolutely love it, you will burn yourself out.
If you want a great jump in the quality of your life, an extraordinary jump in the quality of your life, you got to set yourself up to win. You got to set yourself up with a process that allows you to consistently grow, consistently enjoy your life, and consistently produce the results that you're really after.
You know, you can't let anyone else tell you who you are and how good you are.
Based on persistence alone, we will give you a shot.
You have to be able to rise from the failures is what makes a successful person, because everybody's going to have mishaps. They're going to fall down. You know, the people that continuously pick themselves up, that are the ones that are going to find their voice, make it, whatever you want to call it. One of the things that really helped me have the courage to change was that I realized that I'm not alone.
And you always say, well, I got to check some more. I'm going to do a little more research. So go ahead, just keep going. You're going to go swimming, you got to get wet. Well, you got to have that dream. That's why the people talk about having a dream. Well, you got to have a little bit of a dream. When you start something new, it's not easy. So stick with it. Find our way through it. Just find out an answer. It works, folks. This business works.
You answered the call.
This is what's coming at us. We've got to figure out how to navigate this and how to succeed, and a lot of people just give up.
It is through the disaster, it is through the adversity that our strength is developed. If everything went the way you wanted it to go, you wouldn't have anything to exercise by. It's a gymnasium of life where you get the workout, the resistance, and you find out things about yourself that you didn't know. I'm stronger than I thought I was. I'm tougher than what I thought I was. I'm more resilient than I thought I was.
Change happens in a moment. A breakthrough happens in a moment. What is a breakthrough? A breakthrough is that moment in time where suddenly the impossible becomes possible. Not just intellectually, but you do something about it. You know, people all the time will say it takes 10 years or it took me 20 years to make a change. I always say BS. It took you a minute. The minute you finally said, I quit, or it's over, or let's begin, or I love you, or I do, change happens in a moment, but most of us have to go through a process to get to that moment. That everything in our life changes the moment we make a decision. I mean a real decision. A decision is when you cut off any other possibility and you commit to something with everything you've got and you take action.
Don't ever let somebody else tell you what you can't do. When somebody else is saying something can't be done, what you got to hear them saying is they can't do it.
I refuse to die an unlived life.
This is the time to pursue greatness. But the key is you've got to be doing something that you're truly passionate about. It cannot be, I just want to make money. It can't be that. It's got to be something that the sun can't come up soon enough in the morning because you want to go do your thing.
Baby steps count too, as long as you're going forward. And one day you add all those baby steps up and you might be surprised at where you can get to. The cavalry ain't coming. You got to do this yourself. Ain't no backup. The cavalry ain't coming. You got to do this yourself. The cavalry ain't coming.
How exactly are you going to navigate these new realities? Put another way, what are you going to do? No one is supposed to live in here. No one is supposed to just spend extended periods of time in here. This is a public restroom. This is not a living space. But were it not for this space, there were some days we would have had no place else to go. I mean, a lot of decisions, a lot of hard decisions were made right here about what are you going to do with your life? Where are you going to go? How are you going to get there? You got to have a plan. Everybody's got a dream. Everybody's got a goal. What's the plan? And your plan has got to have something I call the C5 complex. Your plan has got to be clear, concise, compelling, consistent, and committed. You've got to have a plan. And when you're trying to do something that you're truly passionate about, there is no plan B.
Oh, I wish I could look you in your own eyes dead center and say, you can do it, because you can. Believe in you because you're unique. There have been over 10 billion people to live on the face of this earth. There's never been another you. Believe in your fellow human being. Believe in what you're doing, the company you represent. If you do not think you deserve success, if you do not think you deserve a bigger home, to be $1 million producer, to have an outstanding mate, or beautiful, well-disciplined children who are productive, if you don't think you deserve them, then you'll do things that will keep you from getting them. The greatest message I could ever give to you is that one simple thing. Yes, you can grow. I say it with all of my heart. I know in my mind that man was designed for accomplishment, that he's engineered for success, that he is endowed with the seeds of greatness. You can start from where you are with what you've got. And so long as you build on a moral foundation, I believe you can get anything you really want. If you'll just help enough other people get what they want. I started writing this book, and I kind of got excited about it. I put in there some words. You can go where you want to go. You can do what you want to do. You can be like you want to be. And man, I wrote those words, and I said, now, Ziegler, that's pretty good. When I wrote this book, I was convinced it would sell. I sent it to 3 publishers. They were convinced it would not sell. They wrote me back and said, we don't think it'll sell. Now, when it got to the 4th printing, they wrote me again and said, hey, you know, we think that thing's going to sell. But at first they said no. I believed that it would. I believed also, ladies and gentlemen, that it would sell well. I was enthusiastic about it. I did a lot of work on it. So I decided I was going to go ahead and print the book myself. Now, most authors who print their own book, they generally print 1,000 copies, maybe 2,000, in rare cases 5,000. But I believe the next point about a goal is tremendously important. I believe you've got to have commitment. Now, I made that commitment. I ordered 25,000 copies for that initial printing. I tell the story because it's a story of goals, of big goals, of lifetime goals, of monthly goals, weekly goals, hourly goals even, ladies and gentlemen. I'd made a commitment. You got to have those long-range goals. And the rule is a simple one. You go as far as you can see. And when you get there, you'll always be able to see further. People today complain of lack of time. It's not lack of time that's the problem. It's the lack of direction. Are you a wandering generality, or are you a meaningful, specific? Tell me the truth now, Zig. How did you feel about getting up in the morning and going out there and doing that running? How'd you feel about it? I'm going to tell you the truth. I hated it. Man, that alarm clock would sound off, you know, and I'd lay there for a minute and I'd think to myself, Ziegler, what's a 46-year-old fat boy like you doing getting up running all over the neighborhood? Your buddies are sound asleep. What are you trying to prove? Well, I didn't want to look like me. No way. So I'd get out of bed. But just because I was running, that didn't mean I had to like it. I ran in the snow of Winnipeg, Canada. I ran in the sands of Acapulco, literally. I ran in the orange groves of Florida. I've run in the rain right here in Minneapolis. And then one day, ladies and gentlemen, I was running in Portland, Oregon. beautiful day. Never forget it. About 78 degrees. I was on Portland State University campus. And it was about 12:30 or 1 o'clock. I was scheduled to speak, I believe, at 4 o'clock. And I was out running, and as I was running on that campus, I looked around. Some of the kids were laying on blankets reading, some were studying, some were courting, some were just relaxing. And here comes old Ziegler running by them, you know. Sweat running down my back, sweat running down my legs, you know. And for the first time that day, it dawned on me that I was not paying a price. For the first time that day, ladies and gentlemen, it dawned on me that I was having the time of my life. It dawned on me that I was enjoying every single